song, but you definitely won't recognize the lyrics because they're my own. But since I am now somewhat engaged with a king, I think it's only appropriate to let you guys hear this song. It's called Country Queen.
Wanna get right down. Walking to the bar, what do I see? Sweet-eyed cowboy looking at me, says, hey, sugar, I like your smile. Buy you a drink, can we talk a while? He don't know I'm a different well, I'm a lady, kinda shy, little crazy, can't deny. Said like a horse, maybe I run wild. Born and raised a whiskey child, like trucks, mud tires, ice cold beer, big bonfires. I said, baby, don't you mess around with me. I'm a country queen. Well, I wake up in the morning, eyes shut, and it's pounding for too much wine. Gotta make it to work on time. Only country girls walk that line. Must have planned in a pickup truck. Every other girl I end up stuck. Not the kind of woman like me, girl. I'm a lady, kinda shy, little crazy, can't deny. Sail like a horse, maybe I run wild. Born and raised a whiskey child, like trucks, long tires, ice cold beer, big bonfires. I said, baby, don't you mess around with me. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm a country queen. I'm a country queen. Yeah. I said, baby, baby, don't you mess around with me. Break it down, say what you want. I'll always be married to Jack, loving Jim Bean. I got 6 big brothers and boy that love me. Don't you play your games on me. No, 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 no. I'm a lady, kinda shy, little crazy, can't deny. Sound like a horse, maybe I run wild. Born and raised with each other, like trucks, mud tires, ice cold beer, big bonfires. Said, baby, don't you mess around here. Oh, don't you mess around with me. Oh, no. I'm a country queen. Yeah. Oh, baby, don't you mess around with me. Take it away, take it away. And I get a star on those drums.
guys so much. Thought I'd liven you all up a little bit. What do you think? Now, thank you guys so much. I'm so very blessed to share this stage with you. I'm so very blessed to be out here in this field with every single one of you. So every single one of you guys that came out here today, if not for you, the rest of us on these front lines getting arrested across this country, taking in all of the nonsense and all of the bullshit, could not do what we've been doing. So thank you to every single one of you out there. Now I can stand up here and I can go on and on about all the stuff that I've done, like the 48 times I was arrested, standing up against youth suicide, standing up for our kids, opening their schools. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is this. Guys, this is serious. Right now, we are in the most serious time in the history of Canada. The most serious time. And that is because there is not one group that is exempt from this agenda. Not one. They're coming for our lives. There is an illicit group of people who are extremely intelligent, extremely malicious, and they have all the money at their fingertips to do whatever they want, to whomever they want, anytime they want. And it just so happens that they're doing it now. In Ontario, in Barrie, Ontario, one long-term care facility gave the jab to 72 of their patients, and within 3 days, every single one of them were dead. Every single one of them. That means that 72 grandparents and parents were murdered at the hand of the government.
So was mine.
They were murdered. Did you hear about that on the news? Of course not. Because they own that too. So they write scripts and decide what they're going to tell you all. So what our group has done is made as much noise in whatever possible way we could since the beginning of COVID. And I've done some crazy things myself. I got us on Dr. Phil by saying the most ridiculous possible things a person could say to grab some attention. And we all know that Chris Kai is out there on them front lines every single day with the hardest job in the entire movement, but he's getting her done. And we all know how hard Vlad works. Anybody from this area who has met Vlad now knows how hard Vlad works. He does it day and night, non-stop, relentlessly, as do the rest of us. And to the teams that have developed, you know, and who have joined by our side, thank you guys. Because you guys, your relentlessness spreads like wildfire, like a Canadian wildfire, and it's working. Around Canada, every single Saturday, since roughly about September, there has been a protest held in every single city in this entire country. And I don't want anyone to feel discouraged or be discouraged, even if you're only starting out with just a couple people, doesn't matter. There was just 4 of us when we began. 4.
They want it down in property.
And we rapidly expanded.
They want everybody killed. Yeah.
And the reason why we did that was because we told the truth no matter who ridiculed it, no matter who made fun of us, no matter who pointed their fingers and tried to publicly shame us. Because why? Because we give a damn. Because it matters. The truth does not care about feelings. It doesn't care if you like it. Sometimes it's relentless, and sometimes she could be a C-U-N-T.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, she will always win. And everything happens perfectly, even if it hurts you at the time. And the number one thing that hurts anybody is to feel stupid. Nobody likes to feel stupid. And when you find out the truth, you feel pretty stupid. You do. But it's not your fault. See, there's a difference between ignorance and stupidity. Ignorance is never the fault of any individual. It's usually because of a lack of information. Whether that information is oppressed from you, whether you don't know where to look for it, who to ask for it, at the end of the day, it's never usually your fault to be ignorant. But when someone is standing in front of you and they hand you resources and access to information, and you choose to ignore it, that's stupidity. So you're not stupid. You're blessed. Because every single one of you that are sitting here today are sitting here because when you are handed resources and information, you choose to look at it.
Well, and we actually look at
And you need to spread that example. You need to spread that example everywhere you go. We need to learn how to trust our neighbors, talk to strangers.
Yeah,
and then the
exactly.
other side.
You know, everybody's got to take responsibility and actions, because I tell you, they are absolutely going to lock us down again.
Yeah.
They plan on continuing to lock us down until 2030. John Hopkins has already released a new fake pandemic in the form of an agenda, and it's called SPARS. And yeah, it's called SPARS. This is going to be the next one, guys. He says I'm stealing his speech. I'm not. I don't. Sorry, honey. I don't script things, you know. I just play. Neither does he. But we need to get really loud, and I mean we're loud, but we need every single one of you guys out there to stop being afraid.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be afraid of. You have nothing to be afraid of. I've been arrested 48 times across Canada. I'm not afraid. I would fall 1,000,000 times on 1,000,000 swords and 1,000,000 times more for the sake of the future of our kids. Every single one of you parents out there, it's time to get up and get loud, real loud. It's time to go to the school boards and demand change. It's time, and if they don't do it, it's time to form new school boards and make change. You don't like your local municipal government? Go and make a new one. And guess what? You do this with the Ministry of Education. You do this with the local municipal government, and within 6 months, you can forward the tax dollars to the new group. That's how you can do this. And what everybody here needs to do is start learning what constitutional conventions are. Everybody needs to start learning. And I'm going to give you access to resource right now. You all need to log on to a website called The Myth is Canada, MYTH. You need to jump onto this website, and under the subtitles, you'll see something called Solutions. You need to click on Solutions and start at Lesson 1. Learn what a constitution is. Learn the history of this fabricated, fictional country that we call Canada, that is actually a corporation, a business that you never consented to. Learn how to build a new constitution. Alberta, Manitoba, and Saskatchewan are doing it, guys. They're doing it. Learn that we never confederated. Learn that the Constitution only exists to a corporation, and there is no judiciary within it. They're rules and regulations made up by a corporation. There is a difference between capitalism and corporatism. Learn the definitions. Across Ontario, where I've spoken the most, everybody's always heard me talk about words and the importance of them, and I'm going to do it here today. Words are everything in society, in a civilized society, because it's the words that we use that define the laws, that keep the peace amongst a vast array of individuals. And a law undefined is not a law at all. Okay? These are our streets. This is our land. This is about our resources, make no mistake. And if you would like to know more about that, walk out to go visit a reserve. Go visit a reserve and learn about what status is. You know what status is? It's yes, massa, here's my land, here's my rights. We need our Indigenous to revoke their statuses, claim back their sovereignty, and kick the crown out of our country. They are self-servant. It's supposed to be public service, not self-service. And we are the authority. And if we're going to continue to be the authority, then we must take the lead. All of us. A leader creates other leaders. A leader doesn't ask for followers, doesn't bribe for followers, doesn't beg and plead or sell you anything. A leader gives you access to every opportunity you need to become the best that you can be. That's what a leader does. So when you hear all these politicians running their mouths about all the people in this entire movement, I'm going to tell them to kiss my Canadian ass. Because they've been riding our coattails since day one. And your time is up. This is a movement created by the people, for the sake and benefit of the future of our children. And we will not back down. Do you remember what it felt like on Canada Day when you were young to feel that pride? You know, to watch those I Am Canadian commercials where those guys were jerseying Americans. You remember that? You guys remember that? You laugh your face off? Where's our pride? Where is our pride? I'll tell you where it is. Look into the faces of your babies.
Yes.
Look into the faces of your children. That's all the pride you need. That's it, that's all. Stand up. Teach others to stand up. With a united people, united under one flag, and that flag should only be freedom. We can conquer anything. And we will. And we are. And we will continue to do so. Thank you all guys so much. My name is Kellyanne Wolf. You can find me at official Kelly Wolf on Instagram.